Welcome, everyone, to the Out Loud English podcast. I'm Jake.
And I'm Mia. We're so glad you're here with us today.
Today, we are tackling a huge topic. Seriously, this could be a game changer for your English skills. We're talking about how to make your brain think in English.
Oh, this is such an important one. You know that feeling, listeners. You want to say something, but first you have to think the entire sentence in your native language.
Right, and then you try to translate it in your head, word by word. It feels so slow and clunky.
It really is, and often the sentence doesn't even sound natural in English because the grammar is completely different. It's one of the biggest struggles for learners.
But here's the good news. You can change that habit. You can actually train your brain to stop translating and start thinking directly in English.
And that right there is the real secret to improving English fluency. So stick with us because we're going to give you a simple step-by-step method to do just that.
So, Mia, let's talk about why translating in our heads feels so slow. It seems logical, but it really holds us back.
It's because you're literally doing the work twice. Think about it. First, your brain forms an idea and finds all the words in your native language. That's job number one. Then, your brain has to search for all the English words, try to remember the correct grammar and word order, and build a new sentence. That's job number two. It's mentally exhausting.
That makes perfect sense. It's like a mental traffic jam, and it stops you from speaking smoothly and naturally.
Exactly. But what's really important for listeners to understand is that this is a completely normal habit. Every single language learner starts this way.
That's such a good point. It's not a sign that you're bad at English. It's just the first stage. The goal is to build a new, faster pathway in your brain, a direct path from your idea straight into English words.
And today, we're going to give you the map to build that path.
Okay, so let's get into the solution. We call it the Tiny English Thought Method.
I love that name. It sounds so easy and not at all intimidating.
That's the entire point. To learn how to think in English, you don't start with big, complicated thoughts. You start with something incredibly small.
Like just one word?
Exactly. A tiny thought. One word. Then a simple two-word phrase. The goal is to have these little moments of thinking in English many times throughout your day.
So you're building the habit slowly and naturally.
Yes, it's all about consistency, not intensity. A few minutes every day is so much more effective than studying for hours once a week. This is how you stop translating in your head for good.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's hear the first step. All right, step one. This is the simplest and maybe the most powerful way to begin. All you have to do is name what you see.
That's it? Really?
That's it. Wherever you are right now, just look around you. Look at an object and say the English word for it in your head.
Desk.
Perfect!
So you're bypassing your native language entirely.
You got it. It's a simple brain training exercise. Okay, listeners, let's try some English speaking practice together. We'll use shadowing. I'll say a word, and you repeat it out loud after the pause. Let's imagine we are in a kitchen. Ready? Repeat after me. Table. Chair. Window. Fork. Water.
Great job! You can do this anywhere. It's the first tiny step to thinking in English. All right, once you're comfortable naming objects, you're ready for step 2. Describe what you are doing.
Okay, so we're moving from nouns to verbs? From things to actions?
Exactly. You use simple sentences, usually in the present continuous tense. For example, right now I could think to myself, I am talking, or I am sitting.
Right. So if I were making coffee, I could think, I am pouring water, or I am adding sugar.
Perfect. Keep the sentences short and simple. The goal is not to be a poet, it's to build the habit.
This is great for English speaking practice, even when you're by yourself. You're basically narrating your own life.
It really is. Okay, let's do another shadowing practice. Imagine you're getting ready to leave your house. Repeat the phrases after me. I am putting on my shoes.
I am grabbing my keys.
I am opening the door. I am walking outside.
See, you're creating a simple story of your actions, all in English. Okay, step 3 is where we add a bit more personality to our tiny thoughts. We're going to add simple feelings.
I like this. So it's not just what I see or what I do, but how I feel about it?
Exactly. But again, keep it simple. Phrases like, I am happy, I am tired, this is interesting, or I am hungry.
Okay, so if I'm drinking my morning coffee, I can think, I am drinking coffee. That's step 2. Then I can add, this is good, or I feel awake now.
Yes, you're connecting actions to feelings, all inside your English brain. This is a huge step to stop translating in your head. Let's practice. Listeners, repeat after me. I am learning English. It is interesting. I feel motivated. I am a little tired. I need a coffee.
I think we all need a coffee sometimes. But you see how you can build these little chains of thought? It all starts small. Okay, on to step 4. This is about making your inner voice more interactive. You're going to ask yourself easy questions.
And answer them, I hope?
Of course, this is a private conversation with yourself. For example, what time is it? It's 10 o'clock. Or what should I have for lunch? Maybe a salad.
Oh, that's brilliant. It's like practicing a real conversation. Question and answer.
Right, you're practicing both sides. The questions can be very simple things you actually wonder about in the moment. Where are my keys? Is it cold outside? What will I do this evening?
That makes sense.
Let's guide our listeners through one. I'll ask a question and I'll give you a few seconds to just think of your own answer in your head. Don't speak, just think. Ready? First question. What did you eat for breakfast today? Second question. What color is your shirt? And a final question. What is one thing you want to do today?
That's a great exercise. It forces your brain to access English words and sentence structure quickly without that translation step. This brings us to step 5, which is a really important change in your mindset. The goal is to stop trying to translate long, complex sentences from your native language.
Okay, so what's the alternative? Sometimes I have a complicated idea that I really want to express.
Instead of translating one big, complicated sentence, you break the idea down into several short, simple English sentences.
Can you give us an example?
Of course! Let's say in your language, you think something like this. Despite the fact that I'm very busy today with a lot of work, I must remember to call my mother because it's her birthday.
That is a long sentence to try and translate perfectly. I can feel my brain hurting already.
Exactly. So instead, think in simple English pieces. It would sound like this. I am very busy today. I have a lot of work. But it is my mother's birthday. I need to call her.
Wow, that is so much easier. 4 simple sentences instead of one monster sentence, and the meaning is exactly the same.
Right. This is how you build fluency. You use the English you have to communicate your ideas clearly, instead of getting stuck trying to find the perfect complex sentence. Let's practice breaking one down. The complex idea is, I would love to travel to Italy next year, but I'm not sure if I'll have enough money saved by then.
Okay, so broken down, that could become I want to go to Italy. I want to go next year.
And then maybe, I need more money. I hope I can save enough.
See? Simple, clear, and so much less stressful. This is a huge tip for how to think in English. Okay, so we've given you 5 powerful steps. Now the question is, how do you put it all together into a daily habit? For that, we've created the 5-minute English brain routine.
This is something you can do every single day. It's so short, there's no excuse not to do it.
Exactly. Here's how it works. 5 minutes, 5 1-minute steps.
Minute 1. Name what you see. Just look around you and name 5 to 10 objects in English. Wall, clock, book.
Minute 2. Describe what you're doing. I am standing. I am breathing. I am listening to a podcast. Simple actions.
Minute 3. I feel good. The room is warm. This is interesting.
Minute 4. Ask and answer one question in your head. What will I do next? I will drink some water.
And minute 5. Plan one small part of your day in simple English sentences. Today, I go to work. I will eat lunch at 1. I will meet a friend later.
5 minutes. That's all it takes. If you do this every day, you are actively building the habit of thinking in English, and it will get easier and easier.
All right, talk is good, but practice is better. Let's do a short guided practice together right now. No pressure, just relax and follow my voice. I will guide you to create some tiny English thoughts. First, just take a slow breath in and out. Now look at something near you. Anything. In your mind, say the English word for it. Good. Now think about what you are doing right now. Are you sitting, standing, walking? Create one simple sentence in your head, starting with I am. Excellent. Now how do you feel in this moment? Happy? Calm? Curious? Think the phrase, I feel. Great. Now ask yourself one simple question. Maybe, what is that sound? Or, what will I do after this? And finally, think of one simple answer to your question.
Fantastic job! You just spent about a minute thinking directly in English. You see? You absolutely can do it.
Yes, this is super helpful. Mistake number 1, trying to be perfect.
Now, as you practice these steps, it's normal to run into a few challenges, so we want to help you by sharing some common mistakes to avoid. This is a big one. Don't worry about perfect grammar or finding the most intelligent word. The goal is just to think in English. Good enough is perfect for this exercise.
Mistake number 2, starting too big. Don't try to think about philosophy or politics in English on your first day. Start with, "This is a cup." Keep it simple.
Definitely. Mistake 3, getting frustrated and stopping. If you don't know a word, it's okay. Just skip it. Think about something else. The important thing is to keep going. Don't let one word stop you.
That's such a great point. Mistake 4, only practicing when you study. The magic of this method is doing it for a minute here and a minute there during your normal day, while washing the dishes, while waiting in line.
And finally, mistake number 5, forgetting to be kind to yourself. Learning a language is a long journey. Some days will feel easy and some will feel hard. Just showing up and creating one tiny English thought is a success.
Absolutely. Celebrate those small wins. Okay, before we finish up, we have one final speaking challenge for you. We're going to create an English thought chain.
A thought chain? What's that?
We're going to link 5 simple thoughts together. I'll guide you, and I want you to just think of the answers in your head during the pauses. Let's start with an object near you. Thought 1. Name an object you can see. For example, a window. Now describe that object with one word. For example, big. Thought 3. Now say how that object makes you feel. For example, I feel calm. Thought 4. Now describe an action related to it. For example, I am looking out the window. And thought 5. Finally, ask a question about it. For example, is it raining?
Awesome. So a listener might have a chain like phone, black, I feel connected, I am holding my phone, what is the time?
Exactly! It connects all the steps we've talked about today into a tiny story. This is fantastic practice for your brain. First, stop trying to translate big, complicated sentences in your head. It's slow and it's stressful.
Right. Instead, use the tiny English thought method. Start small. All right, that was a lot of great information. Let's do a super quick review of the main points.
Remember the 5 steps. Step 1, name what you see. Step 3, add simple feelings.
Step 2. Describe what you are doing.
And step 5, break down complex ideas into simple English sentences.
Step 4, ask yourself easy questions. And remember to try the 5-minute English brain routine every day to build a strong habit. Consistency really is the key to improving your English fluency.
And be patient with yourself. You're doing a great job.
And that's all the time we have for today on the Out Loud English podcast. We really hope these tips help you on your journey to think directly in English.
Yes, remember, every tiny thought counts. Don't worry about being perfect. Just practice a little bit every single day.
We have a little challenge for you. Find us on social media and leave a comment with one tiny English thought you had today. It can be as simple as, I am listening to a podcast, or my tea is hot.
We would love to see your thoughts. It's a great way to practice and feel connected to other learners. Thank you so much for listening. Bye, everyone.
Keep practicing, and we'll talk to you in the next episode. Bye for now.